What's up guys, Jake here, and today we're going to be talking about the Bastion nerf slash buff that we're seeing in the next patch. You can play as it right now, and you can kind of try it out for yourself. I'm really intrigued by it. I think it'll be pretty nice, because it does nerf some aspects of his game, but it also makes, I think, it a lot more viable in just any game type, because right now it's pretty good on defense, but if they try and counter it, it's pretty easy. If they use really any kind of sniper, they can pretty much destroy it, as well as any really mobile character like Tracer or Genji can pretty much rinse it. But the first thing they did was they adjusted the sentry mode, so the deploy time is decreased, which I like because it's kind of addressing two problems with Bastion, which is survivability and mobility. This makes it more mobile. You can get up, move around, and reset up, not just have to sit in the same spot. It is only half a second, but it's a pretty big deal, I think. But although they did nerf it in terms of damage, the bullet spread is increased by 50%, and the bullet spread is always at maximum. Apparently before, if you had it, you were holding, the trigger down just shooting, the bullet spread would get slightly larger as you were shooting, but now it's 50% always. And the headshot damage multiplier has been removed, as well as critical damage has been removed as well. So you're definitely going to be doing less damage, but the magazine size is increased from 200 to 300, so it really kind of enables it to be a better tank buster, because if you're firing at a huge tank, or like a Reinhardt shield or something, the bullet spread's not going to be quite as big of an issue. It's more of an issue when you're dealing with a lot smaller characters or more mobile characters. But overall, it definitely makes it better for taking out tanks, and it makes it slightly more mobile. They also upgraded the recon mode, which is just when you have the the normal machine gun out. The bullet spread is decreased by 25%, and the magazine size is increased from 20 to 25, which is actually a pretty big deal, I think. It's quite nice to be able to actually use that, and again, that makes it more mobile. You can actually play as that hero when you're not in the turret, so that's pretty nice, because Bastion really kind of felt like half of a character when he wasn't in the sentry mode, but now he might actually be somewhat viable and as a recon character, somewhat similar to Soldier 76, and you'll actually be able to move around and fire your gun and get some kills perhaps, which is quite nice. Another thing I think people are really overlooking, because I haven't seen that many people really mention it as being a really crucial fix to Bastion, but I think it's really important, and it's the ability to move while self-healing, because a lot of the times Bastion gets screwed because he can either kind of sit there and keep shooting, try and get the kill, or he dies. And if he gets up and tries to move or heal, he has to stop to heal. So if he doesn't get around cover fast enough, he'll just die, and you typically can't out-heal the damage you're taking. So it really just makes Bastion incredibly immobile. You really can't do a whole lot when you are when you're in the turret and you're taking a lot of damage. It's really difficult to try and out-heal it. Like here, it'd be nice to get up and move around the corner, but typically you would just get shot, or if you tried to heal, you wouldn't be able to out-heal the damage because you can't move. But now that you can do both, I think that's a really big deal in making Bastion a lot more mobile, which I quite like. I think that's a really, really important thing. Another thing is that it's not interrupted by damage anymore. That's quite nice as well. That way, if you're taking light damage, you can actually just heal through it, perhaps. But I think the biggest part of that is being able to move while healing. And they did add a meter for it, so you can't just run around and heal 24/7. You actually have to use some sort of meter, and it'll go back up when you're not healing yourself. As long as it's enough that you can heal yourself completely if you're at low health, then that's fine, I think. If you can only heal halfway or something, that'd be really stupid. I think they definitely need to give you the ability to completely heal yourself, basically from 1 to full. So that's something to consider as well. And the last major thing they did was they got rid of the added armor when you're in the tank ultimate, but they gave the tank ultimate as well as the sentry mode 35% decreased damage taken, which is really, really nice. I quite like what they've done with this character. They've kind of, in my mind, given it a more clearly defined role. By limiting its damage to mainly tanks, you're not going to be mowing through smaller, squishier characters at range anymore. It's going to be more difficult to take them out. But something bigger like a tank, you're still going to be able to easily hit and rinse them through their shields and through their barriers or whatever. And also, they made it less counterable by snipers and other characters by making it more mobile and having better survivability. So I really like what they've done. I think they've really kind of transformed the character into kind of a niche kind of noob character to something that I think could actually be played. I think it'll be interesting to see if actual competitive players start using this character, because I don't think it was particularly common before. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to see any more Overwatch overview videos or anything like that, let me know, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.